All right, guys. So, sorry, my voice. I have some cold, and I think I'm not getting better. Okay, so pardon me for the voice. Okay. Now I see a setup forming on a Euro AUD, and I think I want to do a video on it. Right? We pray that this setup goes well. Okay, so clearly, if you can see this market, you attest to the fact that we are downtrending. Are we okay? Now, this is my entry pattern. Okay, for those of you who know how I trade, this is my entry pattern. I have my entry pattern here. So we have a high forming here, we have a low, and we have a new high. Are we okay? And we have this high taking, which is the breakout structure, and then we have this low also taking. Okay, so we have dominance, okay, dominance. This high taking, this low taking, which is our dominance, and then we have exhaustion. We should see what we should see the bias losing strength, okay, either at any feed level or at a resistance level, and clearly we can see it over here, and then we can see that the market really came down. Okay, now I've shared it on my free Telegram page, right? So we can clearly see that this is a downtrend. Okay, market has been forming lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then when we got to this place, okay, we can see a clear ranging market over here. Okay, I see that market has been ranging. Okay, so as a supply and demand trader, you can possibly see this as what an accumulation. Okay, so after an accumulation we should expect an expansion. Okay, but my expansion, I really want to see the expansion very big. Okay, something very big, so that I know that yes, this is an expansion. Or I would love to see it very big like this. Okay, all these small ones, okay, I consider them as manipulation. So clearly this is what this is a manipulation over here. Okay, this is a manipulation that I'm seeing over here, and you can see that markets came down as well. Okay, market came down. Okay, taking this low as well, and then this is our last low. Okay, now so this manipulation zone over here, okay, it has become a supply zone for me. Okay, it has become a supply zone for me now, because this was the last high that was formed, the last high that was formed, or maybe the last bullish candle formed before this whole uh shift in structure. Okay, shift in structure because we were able to break this high and then this low, exactly as I explained over there. Okay, so clearly we can mark this. Okay, we can mark this as our what, our OB. Okay, we can mark this as our OB. All right, and we can also mark the last bearish candle over here. So we consider it as a demand zone. Okay, because a lot of structures were broken to the upside. Okay, so I'll be expecting to take a trade over here. Now this OB over here, it's too big for me. Okay, let me see. So I have about 88 pips. No, I cannot risk 88 pips on. I cannot use 88 pips as OB, so I will refine it. Okay, I will refine it. I will do refining it. Okay, so I want to go to a lower time frame and then pick a smaller OB. Okay, all right. So let me see on H1. H1. So let me delete this H1. This is where the shift in structure happens. Okay, so it's very, very important that I mark this zone down. Very important that I mark this zone down. Okay, very important that I mark this zone down. Okay, so looking at this, now this small bullish candle forming over here, okay, came down, went up again, formed this one, and then the whole thing started moving up. Okay, so refining, you can still come here, refining this. All right, so now let me see how many pips this is giving me. 66. No, it's too much. Let me go to, let me see, 15-minute time frame. So going to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so we are now on the M15. Now on the M15. Okay. So on the M15, right, this one, okay, this one. So I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to choose this one. Okay, I'm going to choose this one. Very good. Now, if you choose an OB, okay, if you choose an OB, which you want to use as your supply zone, as a zone for mitigation, now you have to look above it, okay, whether there is liquidity, okay, there is liquidity at the top, or there is an imbalance at the top. Clearly, if you can see this zone, you can clearly see that there is no imbalance here, there is no liquidity also here, okay, so that can really give you maybe courage or maybe confidence that this trade will go well, okay? Uh, unless there is maybe manipulation or news effect or any other thing, this thing should go well, okay? All right, so now we are back to our higher time frame using the 2 hours time frame, or 3 hours, 4 hours, whichever one that you want to use. Okay, so now let's see, like using the H4, okay, so I already have my supply zone, the OB, which is which I got from the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so what you are seeing over here, we can expect this guy, okay, to pull up to this zone and then sell, okay, and sell. Right now, the reason why we will not take this zone is because this zone is a liquidity zone. Okay, if you can't identify the liquidity, then you are the liquidity over here. This is what a double top liquidity. Are we okay? So let me, this is where the stop losses are. Sorry. What has happened? Very good. So this is where the stop losses are. Okay, so we would like this high to be taken, before we enter the trade. So I can extend it to the right side. Extend it to the right side. Very good. Okay, so now we will expect this to be taken and the market should push down. Now, why would market push down? It should push down to take uh liquidity. Okay, so let's see, looking at this trade, we can clearly see that this is a trend line liquidity forming. Okay, so we have a trend line liquidity over here forming over here. Okay, so clearly we have liquidity, trend line liquidity here. Okay, so trend traders, okay, so those who are trend traders, they would like to see uh this trend, okay, this trend line. They would like to see this trend line broken, okay, a retest, and then they are going to sell. Okay, but we supply and demand traders, we know that definitely there's liquidity over here. Okay, so once we see price taking this high, okay, taking this high, all that we will do is what we are going to look for our entry patterns, the one I shared with you. If it works for you, fine. If it doesn't work for you, you want to use price action, maybe top-down analysis, you can also go in for this trade. Okay, so this is what I'll be expecting on Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Okay, expecting this guy to be taken over here, and then maybe I'm going to sell. Okay, so that is just a quick analysis on Euro AUD. Aside this, sometimes something can make sense to you, but it will not make sense to the market. All right, we really pray that everything goes well. Okay, so risking about roughly 30 pips. Okay, roughly 30 pips on this trade, and we have about 300 and what? This is more than 1:10 risk to reward ratio. Okay. Now, those who know me knows one strategy that we usually use over here. Okay. We also have pending orders on stop loss zones. Okay. So in any case of manipulation, that there's a manipulation, probably a stop loss hits, the new order should be triggered. Okay. But you need to do it with risk management. Okay. So this is just a quick video on Euro AUD. You can study this video, okay, and then use it to guide your analysis, whatever analysis that you are doing. Okay. All right. Thank you.